tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. I'm going in. Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. I know you wanna see me fall. From a golden mile, I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all.
I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you, Tiffy. Ah, well. Currently I'm working on fixing my game. Unfortunately, it would seem as though my armored core did indeed go bananas. So I'm just currently working on fixing that. I may have to completely reinstall the game. And I'm realizing there's an echo in here. Sorry about that. Alright. Manage, uninstall, install. We'll see how long this takes, because I am streaming, so... No, not that kind of bananas. Calm down. Alright, what's our stream at? Alright, let's see. Gonna stop listening on YouTube, Twitch. We're gonna close the other things that I don't need. Keep the background music going. And we're netting about half, so what, about 10 minutes from now we will be good and going on that. So I have to completely restall my game Onyx.
Yeah.
If you turn my computer on, though, Steam says it will go faster. So because you have it installed,
Yeah.
if you turn it on, if you turn your computer on, I can also kind of download it from your computer. Because we're linked on the same internet via hard cable.
How does that work?
Because we can see each other's computer, I guess. I don't know.
Who told you that?
Steam.
Steam.
Yeah, why you doubt me?
Because that's ridiculous. Oh
Thanks.
yeah, I can download faster because your computer has it. Well, what the fuck does that mean? How does that work?
Calm down. Let's see.
Hey, be careful with NCS.
Why?
Because I put NCS in a video of mine once on YouTube and it got copyright stricken somehow.
Sometimes the copyright strike just goes on and you can get it off with no effort for most of these guys.
Okay.
So, but YouTube automatically just puts it on now.
Bunch of bitches.
Oh, it's, you know, hey, this music sounds like music that's published here. You know, on this channel that has a lot of views. We're going to, and clearly you're using it. We're gonna flag it. You know, but it tells me on there, it's like, yeah, you got a copyright strike, it's this song, it's at this time, but it's not affecting you. So, mainly because, you know, don't have money.
Alright, so where's that thing with Steam that tells...
I don't know. It was... It told me.
Is it in the settings?
Yeah, it literally just said it, like, when I was going to install it. So, like, what's another game we have? What's a game you have that I don't have installed? Counter-Strike. Okay, do you not have Counter-Strike installed?
I have Counter-Strike.
You have it installed.
Yeah.
What else do you have installed?
All for your friends.
Yes, I know I don't have free space right now.
I think it's because our recorder's taking up all of that space.
It is.
Might need to delete another game.
I need to get some of these videos off my computer.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that does it. You know, they take up quite a bit. I think like a 3-hour video is like 4 gigabytes, 10 gigabytes, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, it's only a couple of those. Oh, how do you like my setup I did though?
Nice.
Yeah, I made all that.
That's cool.
And by made, I mean I found pictures of it and drew it all together.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, ingenuity at its finest. Alright, you gonna join me?
Yeah. 30 minutes.
That's fine. So. So, right now, just chilling and waiting. We can turn 8 into, like, maybe 6, I don't know. Plus, you're also gonna have to download the co-op again.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
No, you still got the files and the CO2s and all that?
Well, I lost the CO2 files, I think.
Okay.
But with the I can download the mod again. I know how to.
Yeah. And then percent app data percent.
Oh yeah, for the CO2 files, of course.
Mhm.
SL2s.
Yep.
Because those are correct.
SO2 is already in though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to convert the SL2 into a CO2. Just copy it, paste it somewhere else, change it to a .co2 file, and there you go.
I had to change it to co2.bak. Olio to get it to run, and then when it started running, it made its own CO2 file.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How's that?
So, I wasn't sure if you've encountered that problem yet.
No. I do remember hearing about it though.
Yeah. Oh, I've missed this chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so good on my back. What the hell?
Yeah. It does that.
You should like go turn on your computer.
I'll turn on my computer and
Yeah. And then just come back in here. Oh, yeah. We'll see how long it's gonna take after that. Come on, go faster. I paid good money for my internet. Alright, so as you've been hearing, I'm completely reinstalling Armored Core. We will be having Onyx join us, which means we'll also have Callie joining us. We will be doing 3v3. Or not 3v3. We will be doing Armored Core with 3 of us. And I don't know how I feel about invaders. I don't want to be invaded in a boss fight though. But anyway, as I state in the title and everything else, if you would like to challenge me, by all means, and just put it in chat. We may be in the co-op, so make sure you have the Seamless Co-op mod downloaded. Or I'll just switch over to the regular game and do that. Might just make a list today. Nah, I think I'll take challenges. Nah, invaders off. Oh, fine. Imagine randomized enemies. Alrighty. In Fallout, that's amazing. Yo, we can be sky dancing again with the sky dancer mod. Rubicon's Inferno, ultra hard mode mod, a comprehensive overhaul that vastly increases the difficulty of armored cost, with increased enemy count, placement, and a variety. Oh. Ultimate easy mode? Nah, no thank you. Alright, no. Ace. Oh, okay, nope, don't want that one. Why are you saying 20 minutes? That's cool. I could bring a Gundam into the game. Of course, I knew that already, though. I'm gonna leave my Discord call right quick. Oh, Inanna. 1v1 me. Alright, we're still at 10 minutes. It sucks. We might lose the background music, and that's fine. So. We'll just take and sit here in peace and quiet for 10 minutes. I'm joking. We won't be sitting in quiet. We will chat, we'll do things. But as of right now, we just have to wait for the game to download. Until that happens, I want to work on the project that we were working on yesterday. So. Alrighty. I'd like to grab you, grab this, move it here. Get this in full screen, yes. Alrighty. And then we go over to enter here. Alrighty. So yesterday we worked on classes. Wasn't planning on working this today. Like to give me some time to think about things. But hi. How's your stuff?
I mean, it's done. It's there.
It's there, it's done, okay.
This game's open. Discord's open.
Yeah, I'm back up to like 15. It's more than halfway done. It's at 60%. Like, I keep saying it's gonna be longer and longer, and yeah, I know it's gonna take a freaking minute, but ugh.
Yeah, it's a massive game.
60 gigabytes. Yeah, so.
Yeah, this is not like Call of Duty's 200.
No kidding. Well, and that's the thing. It's like if it was, we'd be playing Helldivers.
Oh yeah, supposedly Marvel Studios is gonna have Ryan Gosling play Ghost Rider in the MCU.
Oh yeah. The frick is that?
A daily reminder of how quickly the Chernobyl reactor went from 50 megawatts to 30,000 megawatts, and
You mean megawatts?
yeah,
Oh, not no, because the other one is the measure of radiation. Roentgens.
both again.
Roentgens. Yeah. But yeah, dang, that was impressive.
Hang on, I'll show you.
Oh, I know. I could hear it through this, from over there.
Visual representation of the control rods being pulled out,
Oh goodness.
and then
The
hitting
electrons.
and then hitting AZ5.
Oh god.
So, do you know what AZ5 is?
AZ transposed to Alpha Zulu. It's usually anything going from A to Z is typically not a good thing though.
AZ5 is the button number used to shut down a nuclear reactor in the Soviet Union.
Okay.
It was the end-all button. Emergency shut-off.
My favorite part about this is you watched Chernobyl and then you started studying nuclear reactors and explosions.
Just nuclear radiation.
Just nuclear radiation in general, and I absolutely love
Honestly,
that.
nuclear radiation is the way to go. It is overall very safe if you're not an idiot.
Well, yeah, because we have 3 Mile Island and they have how big is the area?
Over 100 kilometers.
Yeah, they have 100 kilometers.
They have
that still
equipment
can't
left
be used.
behind into so there's the no exclusion zone.
Mm-hmm.
That was changed so that way you can take tours to go there.
Radiation has been deemed within appropriate levels.
Safe levels, but still don't go there because radiation will give you cancer. But you will find equipment lying there.
Mm-hmm.
And I have seen people walk in between the forks of excavator forks, or like crawl into the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
They probably have cancer now. Those things are still heavily irradiated. They don't decay fast.
Heavy metal doesn't decay.
Yeah.
It's too slow. Like, you look at rust,
Like,
how fast rust goes along. Like, you can find a bicycle still in a forest in a tree somewhere that's grown, and the tree's engulfed the bicycle or the desk or whatever.
Yeah. And to anyone who is listening, to give you an example of essentially what radiation does to your body, I have a gun. A fully automatic gun with 200... What? I have a fully automatic Nerf rifle with 200 pellets. Now imagine that 200 pellets multiplied by 1 billion. And I shrunk it down to the size of an atom. And I shoot you all over your body with these 200 million bullets.
It's gonna look like you missed, but...
You are now going to... I have destroyed your atoms and your DNA on the atomic level to the point where your strands will not hold together anymore, and you will slowly fall apart. The firefighters that were on the scene at Chernobyl and the people working inside the plant at the time, they slowly fell apart. The nurses could not administer morphine anymore because their veins were literally disintegrating.
Mm-hmm. You know a really good movie you need to watch? Life After Humans. It's a early 2000s documentary done by National Geographic or History. I can't remember. But it discusses the idea of what would happen to the planet if humans just disappeared from it.
Yeah.
But they take and they use Chernobyl as a very good example of what would happen, because it is one of the only places on Earth that we've completely removed ourselves from. So, I think that's fascinating, to a point. Wildlife was already starting to go back into Chernobyl like over 15 years ago.
Yeah,
So,
but
they're still getting some mutations.
some mutations, yeah. At the very beginning, there were still heavy mutations.
Oh yeah, at the very beginning, absolutely,
yeah,
there was.
There's
Mutations.
a documentary on HBO I recommend everyone watch. It's called Chernobyl, The Lost Tapes. It is literally old tapes from the USSR that were finally uncovered about the Chernobyl accident.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, by the way. And it's all in Russian. It is subtitled, but the voices you hear are people that were interviewed and were at Chernobyl.
It's actually really cool. Like, I watched
Those
a few
interviews
things.
aren't from right after the accident. They are a couple years after. And some of them are recent, like the early 2000s. But even still, at one point in the documentary, there's a guy that tells you that was there at Chernobyl. You will see white spots flickering on the tape. That's radiation affecting the camera.
Mm-hmm.
That is parts of the film being destroyed from the radiation. And at the scenes where the camera is pointing at the plant is when those white spots are the worst.
Mm-hmm. So one of my favorite things I took and I discussed on my debut, the idea of mutations caused by like oil production. So fracking and stuff. It does produce mutations to various degrees, and you get anything from freakish lizards and stuff with 2 heads and multiple tails and multiple legs, and yeah, so
at one point,
radiation be fucky.
The guy who I believe said about the white dots, he was only 10 years old when Chernobyl occurred. He remembers hearing that there's going to be an evacuation. There was no date on that evacuation. Everyone was outside waiting for the evacuation to happen. And the evacuation didn't come within the first day or the second day. It came on the third day. So people were sitting outside, exposed to high amounts of radiation.
Yeah.
Those within the plant when it exploded were exposed to lethal doses of radiation.
Yeah.
The chief engineer, what was his name?
I know who you're talking about, but yeah, no.
The man who was blamed, he was blamed by the USSR for the accident. That is the official cause. And it was determined, he was supposed to perform a test to see if they could keep the water generators going if the reactor were to shut down. And it's a 60-second trial. Well, the test was supposed to be performed in the daytime, and it got delayed. So the power was supposed to be lowered.
The power was lowered to half.
It wasn't supposed to go to half. But I think they were supposed to shut down the reactor for a bit, if I remember correctly. But there was a delay because the city said, hey, we need this much power. Please, keep giving us this many megawatts per hour. So the reactor had been running at half power for most of the day, for a good chunk of the day.
I believe in the show it said over 6 hours or 8 hours.
Yes.
So,
and the way a nuclear reactor works is that when the reactivity is high, when the nuclear fuel is being used, it produces a byproduct known as xenon. Xenon will poison a nuclear reactor core, causing it to be less reactive, less reactivity, less energy. But most nuclear reactors run hot enough that it just burns the xenon away to the point where It's fine. Unfortunately, this reactor had been running at half power for a good chunk of the day, so the xenon wasn't burning away. So, when they went to run the test, they were supposed to drop it to a certain power level. It dropped well below that, indicating, hey, there's a xenon pit. To fix a xenon pit, you have to shut the core down for 24 hours minimum for the xenon to escape. They didn't. So they tried to raise the power level back up. How did they do that? They removed control rods. The control rods in a nuclear reactor are made of boron. Boron reduces reactivity, you know.
I hope you guys are enjoying the nuclear physics discussion.
Now, you may be wondering, with the explanation of the AZ5 button, why didn't it work? The boron control rods were, the tips of them were made of graphite. Graphite increases reactivity. So all these control rods were pulled out. Reactivity starts spiking immediately and shooting well beyond into what the reactor could handle. The boys hit AZ5. AZ5, when AZ5 is hit, all the control rods insert at once to completely shut down the reaction. Well, as I just said, those tips were made of graphite, and graphite does what again? That's right, it increases reactivity. So the first thing introduced to the core was graphite, therefore, essentially giving a man on coke more coke.
You can't...
And just skyrocketed the energy into oblivion. The pressure that was built up within the chamber of the core blew off the lid to it. At that point, superheated water and air begin to mix, which causes a thermo explosion. Boom! And that's how Chernobyl happened.
And that is how a nuclear reactor explodes, everybody.
And the and the thing is, no one knew about the graphite tips except for a very certain amount of people and the heads of the Soviet Union themselves.
It was considered...
It was a state secret.
State secret. And if you were below a certain pay grade within the USSR, it didn't matter.
You didn't know that information.
And the USSR was very, very particular about keeping all secrets within the state, and almost every company and amount of data, piece of proprietary information, belonged to the state of the USSR. They weren't very big on selling almost anything to anyone. So, there's a documentation or there's a story about Nintendo and Tetris that talks about this kind of stuff too. So.
Yeah, because when they first put Tetris on the Game Boy, they had to sign an NDA for it because the Game Boy wasn't even released yet. This was like,
well,
hey.
no, I'm not discussing the Game Boy itself. I'm discussing Tetris. Tetris was a Russian created game.
Oh.
Yeah. But the guy who got it was trying to sell rights of it to Nintendo, but he found out that he actually didn't even have the rights to it, even though he had bought the rights. So he went to Russia to try to get the rights to sell it to Nintendo, and he actually ended up doing it. Thank goodness. So, I believe he took and he bought Tetris for $25,000 and 25 cents per copy sold.
Sorry, I zoned out.
No, that's fair. I'm speaking math. We both zone out at math.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you test and see if your almond call is correct?
No.
Alright, well, you might want to do that. After like 20 seconds, so however many seconds it's going to take to finalize. Ay. Almost done. Oh. Why are you at 2 minutes now? Yippee! Almaka ready to play. Alright, so Almond Call's going. Now I just gotta get the default to walk. Oh no. Well, I forgot to turn that off.
Forgot to turn what off?
Oh, good. Figured it out.
That's why I didn't say that one.
Gods. Alright. Alright, we have Almond Call downloaded, guys. Yuppie. No, frick. What? You joining right away or no?
Got 15 minutes.
Not gonna join. Alrighty. Oh, let's go try some S ranking. Alright. See, go over here. Let's see, I want... $362, that sounds good to me. Noticing that this isn't working. That's not it. Alright, why isn't this walking? What the frick? Alright, so now we got more scuff. Let's get this out of the way. Move this down just a bit more. Open it up. Come on, please walk. You got this. Right? I'm literally moving. Why aren't you doing this for me? Come on. I'm at you on a full screen. Why are you not walking? Alright. Well... Alrighty. Let's try this again. Okay, but now it's a borderless window, which means now you should capture it battle, right? Right. I don't know what to do, Hill. Yeah, but I need OBS to stop being silly. Bye, Onyx. Oh. Because looking at this point, I might be canceling my stream, Ollie. Getting nothing but scuff today. Everything's right. I got the VSync on, I got the camera setting correctly, it's a borderless window now. Ay, ay, ay. Get down. Let's go. Up we go. Come on, Orbital. We and you have a date with everything that needs to unalive itself. Okay. No, that's not doing it. Alright, well, what if I added this, that, and then we can do that. Hey, there we go. Perfect. We have unscuffed ourselves. Went the wrong way, leave me alone.
It's got you in its sights. Another one of those stealth mechs. Don't let it outpace you, 621. 621. I think there's more than one this time.
Really? I had no idea.
Use your scanner. Mark your targets to undermine their tricks. Unidentified machine down. Keep going.
Let's go. Come on, Guardian.
See, I told you to expect the unexpected. Confirmed. Unidentified mechs destroyed.
Fantastic. Let's go, Commando.
Is that a choral response? 621, get down and take a closer look.
I know you want me to, but I also like the idea of being right here, because I know there's going to be things that come in here, and I want to bomb them,
It's water.
and shoot them, and then alive them.
It contains faint traces of coral. Must have been an underground vein. Mouse was hiding a well all this time. Above you.
I'm not getting S rank for this because I totally
Seems that's
didn't
the
do a good
last
job.
of them. This wasn't a simple check-in after all. Head back and rest up, 621.
Yeah, time's a thing in S ranking, but also so is damage taken and repel kits used. I can't really use more than one repel kit. Alright, let's see. Go into assembly. Need faster firing weapons, weapons that are able to get in closer, things like that. So, I think in this case, honest to goodness. Yeah, this is the one I want. Alright. From here, we go over here, we'll get the Rangetsu backup things. If we go from a recharge time of 3.8 to 3.99, boost speed, attitude recovery is up. We can get this one. This one will take me down to 121 with 370 energy. I'll be losing a lot of energy though. Oh, to have that one. This one takes me down to 121. Alright, let's run it again. How we doing? Oh, well, at least I can see now. Yeah, that's a good news. Bad news is I gotta go do this again.
Some advice before you go, 621.
Fucking crap.
Expect the unexpected.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Investigate Baus Arsenal number 2. I've been checking the perimeter, and I'm picking up nothing. What happened here? It's too quiet. Watch out, 621. Watch its shots and see where they're coming from.
Muted myself, sorry though. Alright.
Was that mech
Trying to
behind
fix
what happened here?
my... Gotta get used to keybinds. I switched from using controller to mouse and keyboard. So.
It's got you in its sights. Another one of those stealth mechs. 621. I think there's more than one this time. Use your scanner. Mark your targets to undermine their tricks.
SWAT.
Unidentified machine down. Keep going and stay sharp. Good eye. See, I told you to expect the unexpected.
AP at 30%.
Confirmed. Unidentified mechs destroyed. Keep going.
Alright, that's
621.
one. No more
Two
med
repair
kits, let's
kits
go.
remaining.
Is that a choral response? 621. Get down and take a closer look. No doubt about it. This water. It contains faint traces of coral. Must have been an underground vein. Mouse was hiding a well all this time. Above you. Three of them. No. Four. You're outnumbered. Pick them off one by one, 621.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Hmm.
He gave this back to you.
What's that? I don't recall giving that to him. Did I? Give me a sec, please. Hey guys, something just happened, so I have to end the stream early. So, have fun. I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.